This is the Sports Hit List. By the fans, for the fans.
Episode 3 of the NBA Mount Rushmore series. Carl Coulange for the Sports Hit List, by the fans and for the fans. Thank you for joining us. Let me introduce my contributors. Andres Rivas, Mr. Numbers. He's going back to back on the Mount Rushmore. How you doing, sir?
I'm feeling like Mike right now, bro. Feeling like Michael Jordan. I'm doing great, bro. Thanks for having me.
We have the Laker Nation Brooklyn Division President, Mr. Anthony Mullen himself, reigning and defending NBA champion, is in the building. The King, Anthony Mullen.
Yes,
how you doing, sir?
I'm great as always, feeling like a champion, something light.
Falco from the Falco Takeaway. His beard is growing in. Let's see how far it goes. Falco, how you doing, sir?
We got a good look for the fans. We're just coming off our 4th Finals MVP. We're looking all right. Thanks for having me.
And we have Rockland County's favorite son, New York native, Florida resident, Ricardo Etienne. I have to say the whole thing. He's also a Laker fan. Congratulations. He's still celebrating. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. I think I finally got through the last bottle. So, I think it's time to get on to the next phase of the celebration.
What's the next phase? There's no next phase.
Oh, come on, man. Hey, like Ed said, man.
Don't worry, I got you.
Okay, so we're at the small forward position. One of my favorite positions, because you guys, as you know, my favorite player all time is on that is up for nomination. I know he may not be qualified, but I just have to throw it out there, and I'm going to be biased. I have to throw my guys out there. This is one of my favorite positions because Paul Pierce played that position. He may not make the list, but he's still one of my favorite small forwards of all times. With that said, Ricardo Etienne, I'm going to let you go first. Who do you have on your list all time?
All right, man. So first and foremost, we're going to start right off with the absolute best small forward in the history of the NBA, as far as I'm concerned, Mr. Kevin Durant.
Whoa!
The easy money sniper, a killer, cold-blooded. The dude can do any and everything on the floor. Offensively, I don't think there's anybody else we've ever seen play this game, play it more efficiently, more smoothly, more beautifully and spectacularly. I don't even know if those are words, but Kevin Durant offensively, best small forward I've ever seen personally. That's my number one. The rest aren't necessarily in order. As far as number 2 goes, I'm going to go with my man, Elgin Baylor. Elgin Baylor changed the game. He pulled up when dudes were flat-footed, taking jumpers, trying to rebound flat-footed, layups, dinking and dunking, little nonsense. He said, you know what? If these dudes ain't going to jump, I'm going to kill them. So he started jumping, he started soaring, and he started killing them. 27.4 points a game, 13.5 rebounds. I mean, he was a monster, and he came and ushered a completely new style of game to the NBA. So that's why I put Elgin Baylor on there. Now, to piggyback off of Elgin Baylor, next up, I got Dr. J, Julius Erving. He was that next evolution of athleticism, of really taking the game to the next level, above the rim, soaring through, doing things we ain't never seen people do before, completely disrespect and hold the ABA hostage. Merger came, and he did pretty much the same thing in the NBA. So that's my third guy. Last but not least, I will go with the most athletic player we've ever seen in the NBA, the best athlete, period, that the NBA has ever seen. I'm not going to go into the numbers. I'm not going to be long-winded because I know my man Falco just can't wait to get on and bloviate. So, Mr. LeBron James, that's the last head on my Mount Rushmore.
Laker fans don't deserve LeBron James.
Okay.
Oh, look at you.
Hold on. Okay.
Look at
so
you.
We have Kevin Durant, Elgin Baylor, Dr. J, and LeBron James. Falco, the floor is yours.
I'm so disgusted. But
you be all right.
I can't.
Well, listen, Falco, you know how this works, okay?
Yeah, I got you.
Listen, you're going to give your picks, and then we'll get into the conversation about who belongs where. So who are your picks?
Number 4, Kevin Durant, ultimately, a.k.a. the Snake. 4-time scoring champ, 2-time Finals MVP, regular season MVP, one of the best scorers in NBA history. Number 3, we got Dr. J, 29 points a game, first career, 4-time MVP, 3-time champion, 3-time scoring title, I believe. Number 2, the great Larry Bird, 3 MVPs, 3-time champion, The dude is one of the best shooters in NBA history. And number 1, the kid from Akron, Ohio, St. Vincent St. Mary High School, LeBron.
Look at him blushing.
Right.
Okay, so he goes LeBron, Larry, Dr. J, and Kevin Durant. Let's go to Andres. Andres, who cracks your top 4 all time?
Listen, man, I'm gonna give some honorable mentions. I don't know. I know we don't like doing that, but I feel like there's a lot of players that deserve honorable mentions.
Don't suck up the call.
Scottie Pippen, 6-time NBA champion. Elgin Baylor, like my man Rick said, he deserves his recognition. And Dominic Wilkins. Dominic Wilkins had 10 seasons averaging 25 plus points, and he's 13th all time. So they should be in the honorary mentions. Now the fun begins. Number 4 is Kevin Durant, 2-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP, part of the 50-40-90 club in 2013, MVP, 10-time NBA All-Star, 6-time All-NBA first team, 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Kevin Durant is number 4. Number 3, we got Dr. J, NBA champion, 2-time ABA champion, 2-time ABA playoffs MVP, 3-time ABA MVP. He was the MVP in 1981 in the NBA, 11-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA first team, 30,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 5,000 assists. Dr. J got to be number 3. Number 2, I mean, there's nothing more we could say about this dude. Larry Legend, 3-time NBA champion, 3-time MVP, 2-time Finals MVP. He was a 12-time All-Star. He was a part of the 50-40-90 club twice in his career. 21,000 points, 8,000 rebounds, and 5,000 assists. And number 1 has to be, LeBron James. If we could be here all night talking about his resume, 4-time NBA champion, 4-time MVP, 4-time Finals MVP, 13-time All-NBA first team, 16-time All-NBA All-Star, 2-time gold medalist. He's one of 2 players to win Finals MVP, MVP, and Olympic gold medalist in the same year in 2012. The other player was some dude named Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
All right. So Andres goes LeBron, Larry, Dr. J, and KD. Falco and Andres have the exact same list in the exact same order, too. Just to throw that out there. Anthony, you're on the floor, sir.
Yes, sir. Man, this might turn into a future debate, but
oh boy,
I'm gonna do my list by errors. Okay. So we're going to start with the first great that should be on this Rushmore. And it was already stated, the first Dr. J, the first LeBron, the first Michael Jordan, the guy who they mirrored their games after, of course, the Dr. J's and all, but y'all probably don't know that. But yes, it was already stated, Elgin Baylor, Mr. 11-time All-Star, Mr. average 38 and 19 in the season. Rick already gave you all of the other stuff. 6'5", 220. So not LeBron size. 6'5", 220, doing what he was doing against those guys. Okay, we know about that. Next on the list, Black Moses, Dr. J. Everything was already said about him. If you don't know, Google him. Next on the list, LeBron. Yes, LeBron. Again, everything was stated. Anything you need to know, just ask Falco. And lastly, Kevin Durant. Okay, again, easy money sniper. A walking split cat. Like, that's just who he is. Again, nothing, you should know everything about him. I shouldn't have to spell out his resume. And that's my list. That's my 4.
Okay, so he goes Elgin Baylor, Dr. J, LBJ, and Kevin Durant. So basically, the Laker fans had the same exact list, and the non-Laker fans had the same exact list. It seems like the Laker fans are a little bit biased here. Is it fair to say that you guys left Larry off on purpose? Is that a fair assessment?
That's such a bad
team. Not at all. Not at all.
Can you guys actually just sat here with a straight face and made those lists? Like that's.
Yes.
What's wrong with the list?
Okay, so Falco, what's wrong with their list?
Larry Bird is unanimously the second best small forward in NBA history. What was the best shooter?
Obviously not. We didn't think so. So it ain't unanimous.
He's really not.
This is like I understand why people hate Laker fans. Like I really try to side with you guys, but you don't deserve LeBron, and I understand why you hate.
Whatever.
That's the Celtic hate right there. Not having Larry.
It's not.
Bird.
It's
absolutely not.
Okay, so let's so let's talk about it. A fan base aside, right? Why wouldn't Larry qualify for your list? Aside from, like, let's just talk basketball. Why wouldn't Larry qualify, Rick, on your list?
Me personally, again, specifically the two dudes, I think obviously KD and LeBron are the two that are absolutely unanimous in my opinion. So if we take that aside, when I look at Baylor and Dr. J, their impact on the evolution of the game, they've got to be on there. I mean, Larry Bird was great. That's cool and all, but he played in an era on a team that was just amazing. So, we always talk about how, specific guys, depending on their situation, maybe they look great in one place and you take them out and you put them somewhere else. We never necessarily got to see that with Larry, but I'm just saying he was in a pretty solid situation. So again, when I look at it and I stand back and I say, I'm putting faces on Mount Rushmore that is going to represent the game and the evolution of the game and the history of the game, what Elgin Baylor and Dr. J were able to do to get basketball to what we know it as today. Without those guys, there maybe is no Michael Jordan. Maybe there is no LeBron James. They changed the game a certain way that puts them head over shoulders ahead of Larry Bird, in my opinion.
Well, hold on, I got to hop in quick. First of all, there was never a day in Kevin Durant's life he was better than LeBron. That's first of all.
Oh, you couldn't wait to get that off. I'm surprised it took you that long.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm surprised it took you that long.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Paco.
Second of all, with Elgin Baylor. Okay, Los Angeles Lakers, the most storied franchise in NBA history, correct? When you wear that purple and gold, it means something. It's different than any other jersey, correct?
Big facts.
You ever notice when you look at the rafters of every single superstar who's wearing that jersey, you know what they all have in common? They deliver an NBA world champion.
Yeah, we know.
Elgin Baylor is the only one who has never done that. That means
he retired.
You wear that jersey.
He said he didn't wear that jersey.
It's not wearing any other jersey. Purple and gold means you deliver a title. There's no.
Right.
I know they won the championship when he retired mid-season, but that has to take into account.
That would be a perfect argument if this was like the Mount Rushmore for the Lakers, but this is actually a Mount Rushmore for the position. So for the position, he is better than, again, Larry and all those other guys. It started with Elgin. Do your homework. It's okay. I know you don't know about him. You probably only go as far back as, Magic and Bird and all. Of course, because of everybody told you before that is the Stone Age, and it doesn't matter. But it does matter. These guys was out here putting in work. These are the guys you see, and the guys they seen, and the guys that they're seeing took their games after. Again, that's why I told you the first thing I said. The first LeBron, the first Jordan, the first Dr. J. That was Elgin. Again, okay, he didn't win and he didn't get his championship. Cool. Great teams around that time. He was even on some great teams. Again, he retired the year they finally got over the hump and won because he felt like basically he wanted to contribute more and he wasn't just going to sit on the bench and collect the ring. I wish he would have just collected it so people like you couldn't say, oh, he didn't win and this and that. But look at his resume. It stands on its face. Look, Elgin did way more than Bird did in his little, and that's another thing too. Even as great as Bird.
Okay, Andres, can you tap in here? Comments on the guys leaving off Larry.
I mean, I don't like I said before, this is like opinion based, and like what Anthony said could be true. Like we bash Bill Russell for the era he played in, but people like to talk about his team, and they try to discredit him. And like Anthony said, why can't we do the same thing with Larry Bird? One thing we can hold.
No, actually, I said we shouldn't do that with any era. We should respect every era.
100%. You play who's in front of you. 100%. I feel like the one argument you could use against Larry Bird is his peak wasn't that like long. Like his peak was like, if I'm not mistaken, like 8 or 9 years. I think he retired in 1992, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Because he had a back problem.
Back injury.
But that matters.
Yeah, so it wasn't his prime, his peak wasn't like that long. That's the one thing you can hold against him.
With Larry Bird, the versatility of scoring and passing is like second to LeBron James. Like
No. Elgin Baylor scoring and passing and doing everything and rebounding.
I don't think you know Elgin Baylor, bro. I'm convinced that Falco doesn't know Elgin Baylor and doesn't know his game. If you did, you wouldn't be saying the things you are. Everything you love about LeBron James, that's Elgin Baylor. That's how we got to this point. I'm convinced you've never seen Elgin Baylor.
220.
And before him, it was George Mikan.
Well, Mikan was a big man. We talking about the guards and guys like that. But again,
like the influential players in history, like in that time.
Understandable.
Okay. So let me go to Anthony. It's picking time. It's where we decide who on your list makes the all-time ultimate list. Anthony, of your 4 players, who cracks the list for you?
Got to start with Elgin. Starting with Elgin.
Rick.
KD, man.
Andres.
You got to have Dr. J on there, bro. No,
let everyone save the best for last.
Say it again.
Let everyone save the best for last.
Okay, go ahead. So what are you saying?
The kid on Sports Illustrated at 16 years old, the chosen one from St. Vincent, St. Mary High School, LeBron Raymond James.
Now, listen.
I was hoping Andrea said it, so he have to pick somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
No, but hold on. But this is where it gets interesting. So our final list is
I like
LeBron,
it.
Dr. J, Elgin, and KD. Andres and Falco, you guys made a case for Larry. Larry's not on the ultimate list.
It's disgraceful.
So are we satisfied?
No, Larry Bird is the second best small forward in
Okay, so that means
so pick him.
But listen, so here's the problem though. Either you or Andres have to pick him.
Andres, not me. You know me. I can't.
So Andres, are you willing to take off Dr. J for Larry or no?
Oh man, listen. Dr. J dominated the ABA when there was great players. I feel like people, I'm not going to turn this into a Kareem is overrated segment, but I don't think people realize that there were great players playing in the ABA when Dr. J was a 2-time champion, when Dr. J won 2 MVPs, and then he came to the NBA. He was like, you know what? I'll win another MVP. And he won another MVP, and he was an NBA champion.
Right, but to be fair.
Hold up. You cannot not have Dr. J on Mount Rushmore. I'm sorry.
Listen, to be fair, though, if we want to get technical, this is an NBA Rushmore, not ABA.
No, that counts. It's a basketball Rushmore.
But that's not what we said. That's all I'm saying. If we want to get, again, we've been talking about NBA. We're not taking players from other leagues.
Yeah, but see, but here's what I'll say though. I'm gonna take it back the other way because I remember distinctively when the Charles Woodson push was happening in the NFL, we talked a whole lot about them NCAA accolades too.
We did. I'm just laying the law of the land. Go ahead.
I'll stand by your side for this one. This just proves the sports hit list hate for the Celtics. I'll be honest.
So we're satisfied that Larry Legend is not on the greatest small forward.
Absolutely satisfied.
Having Larry Bird not on the Mount Rushmore for small forwards is embarrassing for you to post and share out there.
So put him on. Falco.
Take LeBron off.
Okay, so if you feel that way, are you willing to take LeBron off for Larry?
LeBron off.
Put him on, Falco.
So
it's the two Laker fans. It's embarrassing that you're going to post.
Don't blame me. Change your pick. Don't blame me.
I have nothing. Listen, I can't. I have no movement. I'm the host. I have no authority here. This is the list. The final list.
The host of the show. Is that a horrific take? Yes or no?
I can't.
Yes,
listen.
You can. Say it.
I can't have opinions.
Paul is an objective journalist.
Yes, I'm objective. Like when it comes to the Rushmore, I think it's embarrassing not to have Larry on. I've been through this with the Randy
because Falco is being biased. Falco is being biased as a Laker. You're being exactly. How can you have LeBron over Larry? You're being biased.
That's it. Put him on, Falco.
This is the problem. This is the problem.
Put him on, Falco. It's on you. It's on you to make this right.
Like I'm flabbergasted. I'm you know what? I'm flabbergasted and I'm hurt. I'm really hurt right now. Like this is paining me.
Yes.
This hurts.
The tears. Oh my goodness.
This hurts that on my show, on my platform, that Larry cannot make a Mount Rushmore list. You guys should be ashamed of yourself.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I'm lost of words.
This is a good list. This is a good mount.
Look at him.
Cargo cry.
He's lost for words. He's really hurt. He's lost for words. I'm lost for
words right now.
Did he leave?
No,
he left.
You guys, thank you for watching the Sports Hit List by the fans and for the fans. Please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Wednesdays at 4 o'clock on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network. Check us out on Sundays at 12:30. Make sure you check out the Falco Takeaway. Make sure you check out Mr. Numbers podcast as well. I have nothing else to say.
Great list, guys. Great list.
Got the mic.
Like, hey, you could say congratulations again. That's what you could say.
No, show's over.
Sure.
Thanks for watching the Sports Hit List. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. In fact, do it now.